Hey, how you doing? This is George with Truck Driver Nation. And so what I'm going to be showing you today is actually going to be about the driver recruiter program. Let's make sure I got it on here. Let me hit it one more time. All right, you should have it. So obviously, today we're working from the beach because that's just one of our things. It's me and Maria. So Maria's actually right there behind it, kind of holding the camera steady. As much as I hate it, we didn't bring a tripod. We made a mistake. So I'm gonna try to do this real quick. Maybe I think it'll stay. But anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the driver recruiter certification. It's $75. That's all you need. There ain't no other charges to it. Recruiting is probably the easiest thing that you can get into it. Obviously, you got a guaranteed job with Truck Driver Nation. We provide the leads. We give you all the access to everything. So you can easily go in here and look into here. We'll go down this real quick. Give or take around $120,000 a year if you're really serious about doing this. What you'll need to succeed, basically just computer, noise canceling headset, high speed internet. But you can go down this list. When you go in here, hit the more. Let me tell you where to get to it at. Go all the way down to the bottom because we just started doing this because we got too many people that just want to be freight dispatchers and let's just help them out. And that's not a problem. But go here, you'll see recruiter certification, and that will help you out to get there and not a problem. When you go down through here, it tells you the equipment and everything, but what we're going to do is go down here to the course material. So this is what you got. You're going to get module one. It's going to be the role of the truck driver recruiter, traits of a successful recruiter, understanding carrier needs, building a career profile, FMCSA, the rules and regulations and how this is regulated, understanding like drug testing, DAC, even the things that we do, like we give them plane tickets, hotel accommodations, and all these different things. And what you'll need from them as well is when you're recruiting them to meet the safety department's requirements. So we go over that. The legal do's and don'ts. There's some information that you do not have access to, but there's also information that you're not allowed to give out as well. So you have to be guarded by this because people's information is actually protected. And you do a non-disclosure confidentiality agreement with Truck Driver Nation to ensure that you're not sharing this information unnecessarily because it'll get you in a lot of trouble. Anyway, safety and compliance. We'll go over safety scores, the CSA, PSP, how they relate to the DOT inspection stations and stuff in relation to that. How to vent your drivers to ensure that you're not wasting your time and just keep calling them back and they're just playing games and they're not even interested, or you're not fitting them with the right profile for the particular carrier. A candidate evaluation checklist. Really and truly, this is a checklist, but you're going to want to adjust it according to what kind of trailers that you're actually doing. So that's going to change from time to time. Job classifications and trucking, like sample for teams, dedicated, etc. Equipment breakdown, whatever type of trailer they're pulling, driving, reefer, etc. Matching jobs with proper equipment based on what their actual experience is, based on what the insurance has to say. Insurance runs the game in recruiting, so you can't go around and get just hiring everybody. Don't work that way. Anyways, real world best practices, lessons about that they've learned in the field, but you're going to learn as well. Common mistakes that you don't want to get wrapped up in, where the driver gets there and now you've actually recruited somebody that was never qualified and they got through the screening process on accident, and they will hold you accountable. So you have to make sure that you check all these steps when you're recruiting. You need to understand how to stay organized. If you do, you're going to have delay in transparency with them as well as getting them approved, and time is of the essence. And that includes, when you're actually dealing with them, how quickly you need to stay on top of them and follow them through the whole process, all the way through the time they get to orientation to make sure that they're satisfied and that they're actually meeting the needs of the carrier. People that don't want to communicate, that's not a good deal. Obviously, we'll have CRM software, spreadsheets, scripts that's provided to you, training, tracking application, and follow-ups. Depends on the CRM that you're using as well. Now, obviously, uh, we still have the bonus stuff. This is basically already covered in that. That was the call scripts, email templates, carrier onboarding checklist, the do's and the don'ts of that, applying to Truck Driver Nation portal with walkthrough. Obviously, we send you an application. You have to fill everything out just like you're applying for a regular job because we have to know who you are. It's just like a boarding, but you are a 1099 position. But we do obviously require all the different data, just like if you were a full-time employee, because if you do anything wrong with this information, because you have everything on these drivers, and that is a major risk factor for everybody. We do background checks on some people if we feel that we might be at risk, because we do have to actually protect our company's ability to function without people scrutinizing who we are and our professionalism. Final assessment, we will give you a final assessment. There's some scenario-based questions. We'll do practice review, submit mock recruiter. Actually, you get to do it with real drivers, so it ain't even really mock. We do have bonus program if you're doing a certain number of ads, I mean, a certain number of drivers, and for whatever reason you're not getting them or you are getting them, both of them pay differently. So you can ensure that you're not just working for no reason. We want to keep you engaged and keep you interested in this, because sometimes people have a little bit of hard time talking to people. You can see I don't, because this is what I do for a living. Now, certification issued upon completion. Once you pass with an 85 score on this, it's really simple. Then obviously I'll issue a certification that you did complete Truck Driver Nation driver recruiter certification aspect. So it's real quick. It depends. 45 minutes is a little bit on the short side. So some people take an hour and a half, and that's all fine and good. This is not going to be timed on this test, and because we want to make sure you get this. And obviously, we need recruiters as well. It helps our team and builds our team, and in that aspect. So that being said, that's the bulk of what this includes. I know it's just a short little drop through, but that's what it is. But anyways, obviously, when I'm telling you, you can actually work from anywhere you want. Actually, this is going to be a whatever. There's a bat, baby. See a bat? But hey, baby, hand me that camera, please. This is what we do for a living, right? So I'm gonna just give you a quick runaround that you can live the life you want to live. Now, obviously, you work from home, you just want to continue to work from home. But this is me and Maria. It's getting a little bit late in the day because we did get out a little bit later today. But this right here is where we're at today. This is it's basically coconut. I forgot what she called the name of the place was. But Maria, say hey. So she's saying hey. You may or may not be able to hear her because I'm on a noise canceling headset. But there she says hey again. You have to say, you have to say hi. But you can get these nice little spots, and this is like, I don't know if they're going to open up to disco later, but this is like a disco thing, right? But overall, as you can see, people are out here, they're swimming and whatnot. Try to level that camera out, but they're out here doing their thing. So just be advised, we want you to be successful at what you're doing, and we definitely want you to be able to live the life that you want to live. But if you're going to play around, this ain't the game for you, because these people need jobs, whether you're going to do this or freight dispatching. I encourage you to look at freight dispatching because it pays so much more and it's constant. Recruiting pays good, but you've got to put a lot of calling back, like follow-up calls. You got to make sure that they're interested in going to work for that company. But anyways, I hope this helps you understand what we're doing. There's actually some stairwell right there, if you can see them, that you can actually come up, and there's a pair right there as well. But yeah, that's stairs for the restaurant because they pull their boats up in here. But anyways, if you're interested in actually becoming a driver recruiter, please let us know. Get it paid up. As soon as you get it paid, we will see it come through, and then we'll actually engage you with the non-disclosure confidentiality agreement, get you through the quick course, and obviously start providing you with leads so you can start contacting them. We also give you the driver company profiles based on what they're needing, so that way you can easily go into it if you want to. You can also go here. Let me pop this down. This is going to be our job boards. When you click on them, it has the companies. You can come down. This is just showing you how to use it. This is if you're applying for a job. There's our 10th Street application. And if you come on down, there's actually going to be the job IDs. And all they have to do is pull the job IDs, and then you will be able to pull the actual the number that they're under, so that way that they can see which job position that they're going to actually be applying for. Everything's already broke down, so we keep it nice and neat and clean and to the point. But each one of them is obviously providing you the ability to give them the position that they're wanting. Um, Now, you have to understand, you do have to stay engaged, because this is a whole new program that we've got set up where we're allowing people to do this. Mostly, I just send this, let drivers that want an actual job look at this. They pull the job ID board, and then we'll obviously get them set. If they're not serious, don't waste your time with it. I mean, these recruiting companies, sometimes we deal with other people. that want us to recruit for them, and we do recruit for them, but they don't understand. They think, well, why aren't you submitting drivers? Why should I be submitting people that are not actually interested in working? There's red flags that is in everybody's conversation. If you know how to read people, you'll see real quick that there's not that many people that are really looking for jobs. They're shopping, shopping, shopping. They're looking for a golden egg, and there's no such thing. So, anyways, I hope this helps. I hope the whole conversation, I hope you're watching this to the end. If you're ready to get going, obviously go to, oh my goodness, give me a second. You can either go to here. For now, it will be here because we just got this set up. Go to recruiter certification, come down to right here, and you can enroll now. Okay. Also, if you, there's another one we're fixing to actually put it on here. If you go to TDM, which is Truck Driver Nation Payment Portal, the link will also be here. Let me see what I got. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Let me stick my password in here. Give me 1 second. I'm moving. I got one, and I'll show you where it's going to be at. All right. So you go in here. This is Payment Portal. I'm good, babe. Look at, that's the woman you'll actually be talking to a lot. There's your friend. She takes care of helping you help get these drivers boarded. But she works her little butt off. So anyways, you come down here. Uh-oh, that ain't it. I thought I put that under payment portal. Where did I put that? Okay, so I got to add it to payment portal. Sorry about that, but it's going to go to payment portal as well. So, but anyways, make sure you go under there. If you're actually looking to do the freight dispatching program, by the way, um, we also have this new one. It's called Pay As You Go. This hopefully helps people out. With this one right here, we broke it up into payments. So you can see right here, this is the payment schedule if you decide to do freight dispatching program. And then for this one, it has its own payment portal where you can go down and make your payments as scheduled. As long as you're making your payments, your software stays turned on. You get full access as anybody that just paid it all straight out. That's great for people that can't get, what's it called? Afterpay for them to get qualified on that. So please just let us know, and we'll obviously get you set up. As soon as you make that first payment, Maria sees it, and she gets you activated in relation to that. But anyways, I hope that helps you to understand what we got. But all of this right here will also be under Pay Portal. I'm fixing to move them over there because we just got this all set up, and I didn't realize I didn't have it set on Pay Portal yet. I apologize for that. But anyways, if you have questions or concerns, or even the legitimacy of who we are, we actually had somebody recently said, "Are they a scam? We've been doing this for 30 years." That's funny. We move stuff around our site because we continue to make our site better. If you don't see somebody's site changing because they're improving, they're continually improving the way that they do business, you might not want to be messing with them. People are always looking for a better way to present it, to give our services in the best possible way that we can to ensure that you got everything. And in addition, just make sure you also remember that go back here. We have video stores. We got textbook video store, which goes to the freight dispatching department, and then video store, which goes to all the accessory information for freight dispatching. In the actual driver recruiter, everything will be listed under the driver recruiter certification. And I don't know if I'm going to make a different spot, but I'm going to probably just leave it under recruiter certification because it's so much easier to learn that I'm probably just going to put whatever few training videos are all going to be under there. Obviously, you'll have to ask by the name. Once you get activated, you'll ask for it by name, like if you were to go right here to the video store, correct? So under video store, all they do, because this is the way we set our programs up for that, but you just take out the name of the video that you need, you send it to us through Telegram, and then we send you the link to the video, and then you obviously have it forever. It never gets stopped or anything like that because you paid for it. It's like if you went to a video store, for those that know what video stores are, you bought the movie, this is yours, right? So just make sure that if there's any content that you do need or questions you do have, please make sure to address them even in this video because we do watch these boards to ensure that we're giving you the right information. But anyways, the information we have will be provided below this video. So take a look at that. And if you need to get a hold of us, and we hope you board soon and get you started as a brand new freight a driver recruiter with Truck Driver Nation. I appreciate it. Everybody have a blessed day.